Welcome to Squadron Scale Workshop. My name is Brett Green, and today we'll be taking a look at test shot sprues from Revell's forthcoming 1/32 scale Messerschmitt Me 262 B-1a night fighter. This isn't the first time that we've seen a 1/32 scale Me 262 night fighter. In fact, Revell's kit to be released later this year will be the fourth time that we've had an Me 262 night fighter. During the 1970s, both Revell and Hasegawa released Me 262A single-seaters. Revell upgraded their sprues in 1974 to produce an Me 262 B-1a, and in the 1980s, Hasegawa added a brand new fuselage sprue with recessed panel lines, photo etch parts as well as white metal parts to create a high-tech version of the Me 262 B-1a. Both of these kits are pretty much past it now, considering what is available. And what has been available since 2006 has been Trumpeter's Me 262A single-seater, followed in 2008 with an Me 262B night fighter. Both of these kits are very nice, with good surface detail, a high level of detail, and fairly straightforward construction. Sadly, the two-seater kit suffers from pretty traditional Trumpeter panel line detail, being quite soft and wide, and also vinyl tyres. But overall, it's been a good kit since its release. Revell have now come onto the scene, adding the Me 262 B-1a night fighter to its recent range of 32nd scale fighters, including their 109s and the Focke-Wulf 190 F8. If you've seen or built those kits, then you'll have a pretty good idea what to expect with this one. There are 208 parts in plastic. There are a further 8 parts in clear, and markings are supplied for 2 aircraft, one Red 12 and the second one being Red 8. We're going to take a look at the sprues in a moment, but just to summarise, the kit features a full-length 2-seater fuselage, so it doesn't use inserts in order to come up with the 2-seater version. Control surfaces are all separate, including the leading edge slats and the flaps, so you can pose these in whatever position you like. You can pose them dropped if you want. The level of detail is really quite impressive, with gun bay detail, separate gun cowls, separate engine cowls, full detail for both engines, very nice detail inside the cockpit. It's a typical Revell kit in that respect. Well, let's take a bit of a closer look now at the parts themselves. The fuselage is moulded specifically as a 2-seater Me 262 B-1a. Surface detail is crisp, fine and consistent, even in those tricky areas around corners. Where appropriate, some surface detail is raised too. Structural detail is moulded to the inside of the fuselage, which will be visible through the wheel well. Surface detail on the wings is just as good as the fuselage. Here's the lower wing. The wing is solidly mounted on this lower centre section, and it is also held in place with 2 stout wing spars. These should ensure that the kit will have the correct dihedral. Control surfaces are moulded as separate parts and are finely detailed. We can see here one of the leading edge slats. The 2-seat cockpit tub is moulded in left and right halves. Here's the instrument panel, Decals will be supplied for the dials in the final kit. Some more detail, interior and exterior, nice tyres. And detail for the rear cockpit. The nose gun bay may be displayed open and features some very nice detail. Here is the separate main cowl part and the forward upper nose with the 4 muzzles. Two full engines are supplied as well, and these can also be left on display. Detail is really well done. Parts are supplied to display the undercarriage with the wheels up. 2 styles of nose wheel tyre are included as well. The windscreen is moulded with a section of the upper fuselage, while the 2 other canopy sections are held in the open position with 2 stout tabs each. So there we have it, Revell's all new 1/32 scale Messerschmitt Me 262 B-1a night fighter. This is a really nice kit. It's a modest number of parts with a very decent level of detail. It looks like the build will be pretty straightforward. It's quite conventional in parts breakdown. And the Me 262B night fighter I've always found as one of the most interesting of the Luftwaffe's aircraft. Bear in mind though that these are test shot sprues, that modifications may be made between now and release. Volker Vale from Revell has told me that the full production sprues will be injected during November, so with a bit of luck we might see this kit on the streets before the end of the year, but it'll be early in the following year if not. I hope you've enjoyed our little sneak preview of Revell's Me 262 night fighter. From Squadron Scale Workshop, I'm Brett Green. Bye for now.